Because I feel like dates is like pretending. Like you go on a date with somebody, you can pretend just for that specific moment, just to get past the first date of getting where you want to get done. You know what I mean? So to me, dates are fake.
What's poppin', people? Them is Slidey McPatty. I'm here at Chubby's. We about to do a little mukbang with the boy, the legend, Kranium in the building. How you feeling, brother?
Feeling alive.
Feeling alive. I like that, man. I like that.
Yeah.
You moved to New York at 12, man. Yeah. When you were in New York, though, were you eating food like this, though?
100%. New York is like mini Jamaica. There's a lot of Jamaicans, a lot of Caribbean people overall. So my breakfast is always this, like in the morning, like I'll go to a Jamaican restaurant and get all of these stuff. So yeah.
That's hard. But what part of New York, though? Because I don't know what the Jamaican restaurants are hidden in Manhattan.
No, Queens. I live in Queens, so Queens with the spot. In the city, you have a couple of food spots in the city. Manhattan, you know, like the upscale.
Oh, okay, all the bougie ones.
Bougie ones. But mostly in Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, you could get this all day, every day. Yeah.
That's hard. And it's sick that you say you grew up in Queens, because I got this dude from Queens.
Man.
Yeah, I was on Jamaican Ave, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, 165th. Okay, the Cali Block.
In Too Deep was going crazy, you know? When there, you know, I was singing that song with a shorty and a whip. Is that your favorite song on the album?
I just love the element of it. I think it's different from everything I've ever done. Musically, I've grown so much. That was like a risk-taking record that people end up love. Favorite, I think all of the songs is my favorite. It took me 2 years to put that project together.
Yeah.
2 years, so I spent a lot of time on thinking of how I want to beat and how I want to do, so yeah.
And I've heard you've spoken about it a lot, you know, just taking your time on that project. And that's crazy because, like, that's a strategy that, like, not a lot of artists do nowadays, you know? They're always hearing of like, drop, do this. But you're one of the only successful mans that actually take their time.
Yeah, patience is virtue, patience is key. We live in a time in music where everything is very fast going. I just want to be remembered as one of the best that will ever do it. So if you want to be remembered as the best, you gotta take time to like really connect that. Especially doing dancehall music. It's not one of the easiest things to do because dancehall music was never mainstream, you know? Our music is not priority, it's a flavor. So it's like you're cooking the food and you need a little spice in it, you know what I mean? So I just make sure that I create the spices for it.
How do you know when you've made a timeless record?
When you get your exes texting you, hey big head, or hey stranger. You know that one friend you don't hear from, but when something is going good, they hit you up. Hey stranger, hey big head, you know what time it is. You know things is going good in your life. But the minute you know is when you see how people react to it. You see when the world start, you see the multiple posts, the multiple reposts, the multiple tags. You could tell by that. And some records slower. Some record takes 2 years. Nobody else know took 3 years to hit. Song came out 2013, they hit in 2015. You know, there's different elements of things that make a timeless record. But I feel like once you spend time and be patient, the rest is gonna happen.
And that's crazy that you said that. You spent 2 years on a track. Like how? Like what does that process even look like? Because
headache.
Pardon?
Headache.
Yo, trust.
The head is a lot of work. You so, bro, it's like relationships, right? You don't walk away from it unless if you're tired of it, right? Because you really love it, or you love her, or you love the person. So you spend a lot of time on it. The same thing with records. Like if you believe in it, no, not believe, know it. Because believe is the biggest doubt. People only believe in things they don't understand. So I don't believe in nothing, you know. I know, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
That's valid.
People only believe in things that they don't understand. So if you believe in something, you already go up, you approach it with doubt. You know what I mean? So you have to know for your fact that this is the record that's gonna work and just move towards it. I was watching Netflix, right? I fell in love with this Squid Game thing. And I'm like, yo, this is kind of fire, but it took 10 years for it to come out. That was recorded from 10 years ago. And it just hit now with the right, like every time they tried to get it to pitch it, nobody was taking it. And then 2020 in the COVID, it really came out and become the biggest thing. And that's the process of understanding that if you know something's gonna work, it's gonna work. Don't believe in it. Don't ever believe in nothing. Just know.
What is your free time consist of?
Woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you single?
Singlish.
Yeah, sure. Okay, this guy's going through a situation. Trust me, brother.
No, I'm
Me too.
single-ish.
Yeah, single-ish. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
It's a bunch of situations that I tried.
Wait, do you have any Toronto women?
No.
We gotta get you some, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I already know some shorties that are on your jock and you don't even know it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when Jesus say yes, nobody can say no.
Do you usually do like romantic dates?
Not really necessarily. I feel like to me dates are like, it's weird because how I look on dates is like a man bring a woman on a date when you meet her, right? For me, I bring woman on a date after I'm like all the way in. Because I feel like dates is like pretending. Like you go on a date with somebody, you can pretend just for that specific moment, just to get past the first date of getting where you want to get done. You know what I mean? So to me, dates are fake.
I've never had ackee and saltfish.
Yeah.
Goes hard, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm about to try to curry gold. But what's your favorite Jamaican dish?
I used to love oxtail. I don't eat it anymore, but oxtail was my thing. Stew peas in Jamaica is fire. Jerk chicken, you can't beat that when it's done properly with the right sauce. That's my like favorite. But jerk chicken right now, because I don't really eat meat no more. But when I was a meat eater, oh God.
What made you switch the diet up?
I just feel like I was on tour too much, and I was just eating random stuff, and I didn't like how the meat tastes outside of my environment or my comfort zone. So I decided I'm gonna train myself not to fiend for it while I'm away, and that's how I became.
Okay, now I do have to ask you this because obviously, you know, Toronto, we're very heavily influenced by Jamaican culture, right?
Facts.
So our slang words, you know, there's been an ongoing debate. They've been flaming us on TikTok with our slang words. I want to ask you which words, like, they're derived from Jamaica, you know, from a Jamaican man himself. You know what I'm saying? Jamaican legend himself. So the first one is a lie. That's from Patois?
Yeah, that's from Patois. I lie.
Yeah.
You're like, are you lying?
Yeah.
I lie. Yeah, that's Jamaican. Yeah.
Okay. So for all you people there, all right, that's from Jamaica.
I lie.
Wagwan, obviously.
Yeah.
What about Nizet?
Nizet?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
So that's just Toronto just going crazy there.
Nizet?
Yeah, like, it means like shut up.
No, never.
Youth, obviously.
Youth, yeah, what think that?
Okay.
Calm down yourself, youth. Build no youth, relax no youth. Eh. What think?
Marv. Marv means like hungry.
Never in my life. Marv?
Yeah. Would you ever like add that?
Never. No, I've never used the term, never. But no, yeah, right now, man, Marv. You know, that's Toronto. Right now, man, Marv.
Yeah. Okay. See how like, oh, that's crazy. What about cheesed?
Cheesed? No. Cheesy, yeah, but not cheesed.
Oh, cheese it.
Cheesy. Like, cheese is like, it can mean stink. Like, you're cheesy, you know? Like if your shoes stink, you're like, you're full cheesy, you know?
Yo, right? Nah, that's funny. Yeah, that's facts. What about waste?
Waste man.
Yeah.
That's a Jamaica straight, 100%.
Okay, so because we say that all the time.
Yeah, man,
you know?
waste man, our thing. Yeah, man, them boy, they're waste man.
Obviously, when Nobody Has to Know drops, that was a crazy time for you, right? So I wanted to know what your mind was like before. Like, were you thinking like, I gotta get something to drop? Like, that's crazy. During, like, you know, how does it feel to really be on top of the world? And then after that, like, was the stress of like thinking like, am I gonna be a one-hit wonder? Which you're not.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a pressure. It was more like, oh, what I'm going to do next. You know, because I'm not the type of artist who drop a song and then try to chase it back. I feel like for me, it was more like, what I'm going to do next. Not necessarily musically, but it's something I love and you like the taste of it. I get a taste of it and I'm like, yo, let's keep going. You know what I mean? So it wasn't the easiest time. It was the hardest time because, as I said, I just wanted to know exactly what I wanted to do. If it really was music. I wanted to be a writer first of all. I wasn't planning to be an artist. So when it happened, I was like, okay, what am I going to do now? Then I started dropping like, buy what you want, buy, and then like Stamina, and then In Charge, Weekend, Can't Believe, Last, like, yeah, we have hits for this.
You know what I'm saying?
What I realized with writing is, when you write for someone, right, you take away the fans' thoughts on a specific artist, which is not supposed to be that way. You know what I mean? I feel like some of the time, like I could tell you about writers that are people I wrote with, I wrote for, that I don't like it.
I hear that.
Because some people think because you co-wrote a record mean you did everything for the artist, which you didn't. You know what I mean? And there's certain records that sound better with some artists than some. If you get what I'm trying to say. So I'm not the type of artist who be like, yeah man, I write that or I did that. You know, I've helped artists write a lot of records. When the time come I feel like to talk about it, I'll talk about it.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? But for now I don't want to take nobody. Oh yo, you did that? That's crazy. You know what I mean? It just sounds crazy to me and then you make I feel like it's a messed up situation that people take away from somebody who get written by somebody else. You know, luckily nobody ever write me a hit song in my life. all of my records I hit is 100% me. You know what I mean?
When Drake had that whole, he had a
Yeah.
reference track, Quentin Miller, and everyone's talking about Quentin Miller, Drake ghostwriting. So what you're saying is very valid.
Yeah, so everybody feel like he don't write it. So no matter how good record is, oh, I bet it's not him writing. You know, it's just like, you don't want to do that.
But then it's like, who even cares? Like,
Yeah.
yo, the music is there. Just enjoy the music,
Yeah.
bro. Stop hating on the other stuff.
Some people are writers and some people are transporters. Transporters are the one who make the records come to life, you know?
What's a song that you bump that nobody knows that you listen to? It's like a guilty pleasure song. Like, you only listen to this by yourself.
I love this song called, I saw it on TikTok and I started listening to it. I'm a till the cow come home. You hear that record?
Kranium, I listened to the record, and that record is so chopped. I can't play the audio, I'm sorry.
Nah,
It's all over TikTok. You ever seen it?
What's your For You page looking like?
Huh?
We probably got different For You pages.
Yeah. Oh, facts. I just saw it and I was like, yo, this song is funny. It's like an old, back in the day song.
Okay, you gotta send me it
I'm
then.
a till the cow comes home. You heard it before?
You gotta send me it then. You gotta show me after. What's some advice you would give to your 18-year-old self, man?
I don't think I'll change anything about what I do, you know. For me, I don't really have goals. Like I tell people all the time, say, yo, what's your long term? I don't have no long term goal. My main focus is do everything to the best of my ability. And whatever I get from that, I'll be accepted of. You know, just do everything as best as I can. And whatever result it is what it is. You know, I feel like sometimes we knock ourselves up about goals. And goals are limited, you know. Sometimes we limit ourselves with goals. Why say you want 10 million in 10 years when you can make 100 million, you know? So just do everything to the best of your ability, and whatever you get from that, feel proud of it because it's the best to put out.
That's crazy. That even changed my mindset too right there. Now the last question, this one means a lot to me. What makes you happy, bro?
What makes me happy? Freedom. Freedom of being out, freedom of being on the road, freedom of being myself, freedom of not being somebody that I'm not, freedom of not chasing clout, freedom of being acceptance of things that I cannot change, the freedom of just being a creative, and the freedom of just loving what I do. Yeah.
That's
pretty much it.
amazing, bro. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Well, listen, yo, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
when you come back, we gotta do part 2 of this, a crazy conversation.
Facts.
And yo, my name is Slidey McPatty. I didn't even wait. Hold on, I gotta try this. Hold on, I'll try this. I'll try this for the video. Now, how I'm supposed to even eat this? Do I just eat it? Like, I just suck it? Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Oh, this is hard. This is hard. Oh, this is hard. Alright, we out. Much love. We out. This is hard. What?
Try that.